Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Brock's Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of February 19th, 2020. Going away with the kiddos for a few days, so I'm going to make this quick. It's probably going to be uploaded later than normal, but I wanted to get it up for you guys this week at least before, the end of the weekend. So, first up we have Aquaman 57. Looks like the baby Aqualad is coming. We'll see what happens with that. Aquaman's been okay. It had a few bumps with Conic's run, but I think she's gotten into her groove with it. So, next up is a Batman at number 89. This is the hot book this week, considering it has a cameo appearance of Joker's apparently new girlfriend, Punchline, and it's a one-panel cameo. Your store is probably sold out or already selling it for eBay prices. In that case, you have a jerk of a store, and I apologize. But its second prints are going to be out there, so if you want to read it, those will be on their way soon. But because of this whole Punchline thing, speculators are going nuts. Which means next week for Hell Risen number 3, apparently there's another cameo of her in it. Her first appearance isn't until Batman 92, so I don't know why people are going all crazy about Punchline's cameo appearances, but it appears as if they're doomsdaying her appearance. For those of you that remember the Death of Superman, Doomsday was featured in a handful of comics before he was actually introduced, and that was just his fist pounding on something. It was the last page of the book. This seems kind of the same, so I don't know. Next up, we have DCeased Unkillables number 1. This follows the villains around during DCeased, so I'm curious to see where Tom Taylor takes us with that. Next up is a new number 1 from Valiant, and that's Dr. Tomorrow. I try and give most of the Valiant books a try, so I'm going to give Dr. Tomorrow a try, and we'll see how it goes. Next up is another big book this week that a lot of people are speculating, and a lot of people are probably going to be snagging up, and that's Flash Forward number 6. This will catapult a lot of what goes forward with the DC basic universe going forward. So if you have not yet checked out Flash Forward, I highly recommend it. This issue's definitely going to be a game changer for the DCU. Next up, we have another Prestige Plus format book from Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino, and that's Joker Killer Smile, book 3. I have yet to be able to get a chance to read these. I need to get on it, but reading with Prestige Plus format is a little, I don't know, it's not weird, it's just I'm not used to that size, so I have to be in the right mindset to read it. But yeah, looking forward to it. Next up, we have Justice League number 41. Robert Venditti did an okay job with issue 40, so I'm curious to see what happens with issue 41. So it's not Snyder stuff, but it's definitely good, and you should check it out. Next up, we have Legion of Superheroes number 4. Apparently, we're going to find the secret origin of the Legion of Superheroes, and I'm curious to see if it's just the PowerPoint presentation that Superboy is supposed to be watching. We'll see. Next up, we have Metal Men at number 5 of 12. This book is like, why am I reading this? And then one thing happens, or a couple things happen. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'll check it out. I'll continue reading it. So we'll see. But it's been okay. Not the best, but okay. Next up is a dollar book, and it's the New Teen Titans number 2. I don't know why they have, this number 1 here is confusing as all hell. It should just say dollar comic. I don't know why it has a number 1 here. But this is the first appearance of Deathstroke. So for those of you who have not been able to find this issue because it basically breaks up the run, you can pick up a dollar copy and read it for the first time. Or another time. I don't know. It's a dollar copy of a key issue. Check it out. Next up is Oblivion Song number 24 by Robert Kirkman. And I can always mispronounce Lorenzo De Felici. It's been a good run. I've been enjoying Oblivion Song. I'm not sure how much longer it's going to go, but it's an interesting concept. So we'll see where it takes us. Next up, we have Teen Titans number 39. Teen Titans it's been readable. It's been okay. Adam Glass has done a good job on it. It's nothing fantastic. Adam Glass, I think, is really good at pushing some boundaries, but with the Teen Titans, he can't push too many boundaries because they're teenagers. Adam Glass is definitely a good writer, and I enjoy most of his work. Next up, we have Snyder and Soule's Undiscovered Country number 4. First 3 issues in, it's back and forth with like telling backstory and what's going on currently. And I like the book overall, but I think that back and forth really hurts the pacing of the book, especially this early on in what we're reading. So I'd really like to see more of the present world that we're living in and kind of get that other stuff later. So, but it's good. Check it out. Next up, we have The Visitor, number 3. I'm an issue behind. I didn't get to read issue 2 yet, so once I get caught up, I'll keep going. But the first issue of Visitor, I really enjoyed. Next up is Wonder Twins, number 12. Looks like Wonder Twins, this is the last issue of Wonder Twins. It's been okay. I've enjoyed it for the most part. Russell's done a decent job on the book, but being limited to, I think, kind of not being able to push the envelope so much with his political commentary has kind of stifled the book. I enjoy it, but he really, really shines when he can kind of let loose with the political, social, and like just everything. Mark Russell's a fantastic writer when it comes to that stuff. If you have a chance, pick up Prez or the Flintstones or oh god, why am I blanking on the Snagglepuss book he did and Second Coming. All are amazing. You should check those out. And Wonder Twins was fun. Next up, we have a giant, and that's a 100-page giant, and that's Wonder Woman the giant number 3. I like these, but I haven't had a chance to kind of get caught up with them. I have a whole stack of them, as you can see right here, that I need to get through, and there's more in a box over there. I've been behind on my reading because I've been reading more novels, and specifically the Expanse novels. So I need to get through those, or just have some time to sit down, and hopefully while me and the kids are off on our little small vacation, I can bring some books and plow some of that stuff out. So we'll see. Almost done with the pull list. Almost. Next up, we have Wonder Woman Dead Earth, Book 2, another Prestige Plus format book. I didn't think I was going to like this first book of this, but I did, and so I'm continuing with it. We'll see where it goes from there, but yeah, it's been good. I did pick up some variants this week. The first one was Batman 89. I snagged up that variant there, and yes, it's going to also be gone because of all the speculation with Punchline. Next up, we have another DCeased Unkillables, and the DCeased books, of course, have 3 covers. So this is the first one, and then here's the next one. This one's a little weird because it says DCeased. I don't think that's the best way to do it, but, you know, hey, what do I know? But it's pretty funny. And, of course, there's a Flash Forward. Number 6 has Flash Wally West in the Mobius chair, and yes, that does play a huge role in the book itself. So, and finally, 2 more. I have the Joker Killer Smile, had a pretty cool variant, so I picked that one up. And last but not least, we have Legion of Superheroes 4. I picked up the cardstock variant because it looked cool. So, yeah. Besides the special order that I got, that was we were shorted and it finally came back in, which is the Joshua Middleton red, white, and black Harley Quinn statue. Finally came in. Woohoo! More statues. Woohoo! That finally came in. We were shorted it. So that's it for this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you're picking up. All that wonderful stuff. If you have a question, go ahead and leave it there. You can listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast. We just finished recording episode 441, where we answer a whole bunch of listener questions and we talk about the news, some current news of the day, and we do sales charts. So there's a link in the description below for that. We also recorded a end of the decade comics review thing. So for our Patreon backers, you get early access to that. That's out this week. If you are not a Patreon backer, you'll be able to check that out next week. So yeah, so being a Patreon backer does get you a little bit of a perk. And yeah, so see what books I really enjoyed in the decade and my co-conspirators enjoyed in the decade. You can help me and my fellow conspirators out through Patreon at www.patreon.com/comicsconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees, getting food sometimes, and yes, getting products. So thank you very much to all of our Patreon backers. It helps out immensely. You can help me out a little more directly if you buy anything from an Amazon link that's either here or on my website at conspiratorbrock.com, or you can head over to my eBay page and see what I'm getting rid of and purging, and maybe it's something you want to check out, and that helps me out as well. People have been picking up lately, and it's been helpful. So thank you very much to all of you guys for your support. And yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. My handle's @BrockSager. But hopefully this little vacation helps out and gets a little relaxing. But I'm in a rush to get there, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Hopefully this is up before the weekend, and I'll see you next week.